Good morning. I declare this degree congregation and awards ceremony open. Please be seated. It is wonderful to see you all here today as we celebrate the achievements of this graduating cohort. We are very proud of all that you have achieved. I am Professor Rachel Cragg, Senior Pro-Vice-Chancellor, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies for today. I am joined on stage by a number of colleagues. At the centre is Professor Nick Braisby, the University's Vice-Chancellor, and to his right is Maggie Galliers, our Pro-Chancellor and Chair of Council, the University's governing body. Closer to me are the University Executive Team members Ian Harper and Ellie Smith. And at the end of the row, we have Brandon Tester from our Students' Union, Professor Karen Buckwell-Nutt, the Director of the Institute of Health and Social Care, Dr. Paul Malloray, Head of School for Nursing and Midwifery, and Naomi Riches, MBE, DL, who will be receiving an honorary doctorate later in the ceremony. The remaining members of the platform party are members of staff from the School of Nursing and Midwifery. Now, we want this to be a family celebration, and we recognise that it can get a little bit hard going for some of the younger members of our audience. Parents and carers, please do not worry if youngsters choose to participate. After all, they are our students of the future. I would now like to invite Maggie Galliers, Pro-Chancellor and Chair of the University Council, to say a few words to welcome you to this degree congregation and award ceremony.
Honoured guests, graduands, family and friends, I am delighted as Pro-Chancellor and Chair of the University Council to welcome you all to this highlight in BNU's calendar, our graduation ceremony, at which we celebrate the achievements of our students. If you look up graduation in the dictionary, it is defined as the ceremony at which you are officially said to have successfully completed your studies and are awarded a degree or diploma. And of course, we are all proud of what you've achieved to get here, excited that you will soon be presented with your awards, and delighted to be celebrating with you. I hope you, our graduands, can all look back with satisfaction and pride on your years at BNU, a time I believe you will come to think of as a defining period in your lives. But I have a duty to warn you that despite what the dictionary may say, this ceremony does not really mark an ending or a completion, but a beginning. Becoming a graduate will open doors for you and give you a platform to realise your ambitions. You won't stop here. You will go on learning and will make an even greater positive impact in the world, in your work, within your family, and in wider society. Whether it is securing a skilled job, getting access to the higher incomes which those with degrees can expect, contributing to economic productivity, or becoming a more informed, involved, and useful citizen and community member, you are now in a much better position to achieve your goals in life. You've worked hard to get here today. You have been resilient, persevered when the going got tough, learnt new skills, and juggled studying with other responsibilities. You deserve our recognition for all of that. And so too do the friends, family, and university staff who have done so much to ensure you have had the confidence and opportunity to succeed. And I should also like to pay tribute to them on your behalf. Shortly, I will have the opportunity to congratulate each of this year's graduands as they cross the platform. And that, for me, is both a privilege and a real pleasure. I hope that you will all enjoy the ceremony, and I look forward to meeting at least some of you as we continue to celebrate throughout the day. Thank you.
Thank you. It is now my great pleasure to introduce the University's Vice-Chancellor, Professor Nick Braisby.
Thank you very much, Rachel. Let me begin by offering my sincere and heartfelt congratulations to all of our graduands. Today we are enormously proud to celebrate your achievements and offer you our very best wishes for the future. You've worked hard, you've overcome many challenges, and you have now achieved success. And you will have benefited from the support of many people in helping you reach your goals, people who've been there for you when you needed them. As Oprah Winfrey once said, lots of people want to ride with you in the limo. What you want is someone who will take the bus with you when the limo breaks down. So to say thank you to those who rode the bus with you. First, I'd like to pay a heartfelt tribute to all of the staff of the university. I know they always go the extra mile for their students, work tirelessly to support them and ensure their success, and they have risen superbly to the task. So can I ask you all now, please, to join me in sincerely thanking the staff of the university. Thank you. But you could not have succeeded either without the support of your friends, your family and loved ones. So without losing your hats, can I please ask all the graduates to stand up? Well done. To turn around and find those in the audience whose love and support has helped you. Give them a huge cheer. That was wonderful, but do you know what? I think you could actually make more noise. So let's try once more. Fantastic, thank you. Please have a seat. Now, in the past week, the Prime Minister issued a press release criticising so-called rip-off university degrees. So I want to take a few moments to explain why your degree, on the contrary, is so highly valued right across the world. UK universities educate nearly 3 million students annually, creating around 4,500 new start-up or spin-off companies every year, and generating over £95 billion in output for the economy. International students alone contribute more than £40 billion annually to the UK. And UK higher education is greatly admired throughout the world. It has very high levels of student satisfaction and is widely copied as a model for other countries' higher education systems. And sadly, UK universities have had to produce this success with ever-reducing financial support. The fee cap of £9,250 has not kept pace with inflation and is now worth just £6,000 in real terms. Yet the government's own figures reveal that a university education delivers extremely valuable benefits. Graduates enjoy higher earnings throughout their lives, on average 19% more for men and 24% more for women. Of course, the economic value of a degree is not the only benefit of higher education. For society, higher education produces more employment, more political stability, less crime, and greater social cohesion. And the individual benefits are considerable too. Graduates are more likely to vote, to volunteer, and have better mental health than non-graduates. As graduates, you will be also physically healthier than non-graduates, more satisfied with your lives. You'll be more tolerant and trusting of others. And if you have children, they will be better educated. Now, research has also shown if you can believe it, that apparently you will smoke less than non-graduates. And apparently you will drink less than non-graduates. Not today, I think, at least. So there's good news. You will earn more than non-graduates. Jolly good. You will live longer than non-graduates. Well done. It means also you will have to pay more income tax. So Jeremy Hunt will be very pleased with you. Now, the university always strives to address the contemporary challenges of our society. As Martin Luther King has said, our ultimate measure is not where we stand in moments of comfort and convenience, but where we stand at times of challenge and controversy. And our society faces many challenges, not least, of course, environmental sustainability. But perhaps more difficult is the challenge posed by continuing and often increasing inequality. It is arguably the defining challenge of our time. 20 years ago, the 15-year-old Irish traveller, Johnny Delaney, was brutally murdered. He was, by all accounts, a quiet, polite boy, well-liked. He loved his dogs, he loved telling jokes, he liked swimming. His head teachers described him as a lovely boy. But he faced regular racist taunts, often being called a gypsy in derogatory terms, something which he hated. It used to break his heart, said his best friend. And just days before his 16th birthday, he was attacked and killed by a group of youths, 3 of whom were released without charge, 2 faced trial. And despite the fact that one of his assailants shouted that Johnny deserved the attack because he was a gypsy, this racist murder was judged to be manslaughter, the judge declaring it not to be a racist incident, and his assailants received sentences of just 4.5 years. 75 years ago, the HMT Empire Windrush voyaged from Kingston, Jamaica to Tilbury in Essex. The Windrush generation arrived in Britain with great hopes of the mother country, eager to build a better life for themselves and to make a meaningful and lasting contribution to Britain. Many men, like Dossie Forbes, who settled and worked in High Wycombe, had to accept work far below their level of qualification. And for women, like High Wycombe's Effie Johnson, thankfully the nursing profession provided opportunities, enabling her to give vital support to the NHS. But as we all know, the Windrush generation also experienced widespread racism, discrimination, and prejudice. Far from the dream they were promised, some likened their experience to slavery, and others described being verbally and physically attacked. Indeed, victims of the Windrush scandal endured forced detention, a loss of employment, housing, and livelihoods, were sometimes forcibly separated from their families, and often endured lasting negative impacts on their mental health. But if inequality, illustrated by these differing examples of racism, is the challenge of our day, then there are, I think, genuine grounds for optimism and hope. The Windrush generation began the work of creating Britain as a truly multicultural society, something of which we should all rightly be proud. And Dossie and Effie went on to make lasting contributions to their communities in High Wycombe and across Buckinghamshire. Some, like Sam King, a passenger on that fated voyage in 1948, used humour to combat prejudice. He recalled being greeted with a heckle from a resentful white worker who yelled, "Send them back." And King's quick-witted reply was, "I'm all in favour of sending them back, as long as you start with the Mayflower." And of course that's the ship which took English settlers to North America in 1620. And Sam King himself went on to become the so-called Mr. Windrush. He went on to earn an MBE. He became the first black mayor of the borough of Southwark, in fact, the only black mayor in London at the time. He established the Windrush Foundation, which aims to preserve the memories of the Windrush generation and campaign for the West Indian community. He also helped found the West Indian Gazette, the first British newspaper written specifically for a black readership. And 15 years ago, Gypsy, Roma, and Traveller History Month was at long last inaugurated in an attempt to raise awareness of the GRT communities and tackle the dreadful prejudice and discrimination they face. Now, the challenge, of course, remains, even if it is diminished. It was 30 years ago that the young black teenager Stephen Lawrence was brutally murdered, yet today, only 2 of the 6 people identified as his murderers have been brought to justice, a pain felt keenly by his family, community, and beyond. And members of the Gypsy, Roma, and traveller communities continue to experience the very worst health, education, and employment outcomes of any group in our society. So while these anniversaries remind us of what more we must do to eliminate racism and dismantle the conditions which make it possible, they also serve, I think, to kindle optimism and hope that collectively we can make positive change. And for me as a university leader, addressing these deep inequalities is not some woke obsession, but a requirement for universities. Ensuring everyone develops to their fullest potential means then that universities will be able to continue to do even more to address society's most serious and pressing challenges. Now, in the past year, the university has done much to tackle inequality. The support we offered our students through the cost of living crisis earned the university and our Students' Union national recognition, the What Uni Student Choice Awards, declaring our work to be the very best of all UK universities. We launched our new strategy, Thrive 28, placing at its heart inclusivity, civic and community engagement, sustainability, and health and well-being. We've partnered with local charities like SV2G to work together to improve the lives of Buckinghamshire's ethnic minority communities. We have created and adopted a new definition of Islamophobia, building on our previous adoption of definitions of anti-Semitism and of anti-Gypsyism and anti-Roma discrimination. We've opened the doors of the university's campuses to support health and social care initiatives in our communities. We've joined the University Mental Health Charter Programme and became a founding member of the Nature Positive Universities Network. And we have extended to schools our pioneering work to support the Gypsy, Traveller, Roma, Showman and Boater communities in higher education, work which has seen many other universities and schools follow our lead in improving the support they offer members of these marginalised groups. And alongside this vital work, the university continued to enjoy much other success. BNU was awarded the maximum amount of £5.8 million by the Office for Students to develop new courses in health, computing and engineering. The university celebrated great success in the National Student Survey, achieving our highest ever performance of 5th best satisfaction in the UK. The National Postgraduate Research Experience Survey found that research students at BNU have the highest satisfaction of any UK university for the quality of their research supervision. We acquired the long-term lease of High Wycombe's historic Brunel engine shed, and the university has also created 2 new academic schools, the School of Engineering and the Built Environment, and the Missenden Abbey International Hotel and Hospitality School. Now, in the past year, the School of Nursing and Midwifery has achieved some notable successes. In this year's Student Nursing Times Awards, the school's staff and students earned a record 10 nominations. And to cap this achievement, Amy Pyle, one of our nursing students, won the award nationally for outstanding contribution to student affairs. This year, too, saw the creation of the Buckinghamshire Community Wellbeing Hub at the university's Aylesbury campus, one of the UK's first co-working spaces dedicated to health and wellbeing professionals. The hub forms an important part of the university's contribution to the nationwide structure of integrated care systems. Created in partnership between the university and Buckinghamshire Health and Social Care Academy, we were delighted that Countess Howe, His Majesty's Lord Lieutenant of Buckinghamshire and honorary graduate of BNU, was able to cut the ribbon. We partnered with Buckinghamshire Council to invite more than 200 members of the public to visit our Aylesbury campus. The event, aimed at engaging particularly ethnic minority communities, provided an opportunity for attendees to share their lived experience and discuss the challenges they have faced in accessing health information and services. Associate Professor Melanie Hayward received special recognition, winning an award for outstanding contribution to nursing education at the Zenith Global Health Awards. And alongside colleagues at the Children and Young People Student Nurse Network, for which she was an educational advisor, Melanie also won an award for Rising Star. The school has played a major role this year in the creation of the university's Practice Learning Hub. And lastly, the school achieved notable success in this year's Guardian University Guide. Mental health nursing at the university was ranked 3rd best in the UK overall. Children's nursing ranked in the top 10 of all UK universities for spending per student. And both adults and mental health nursing ranked in the top 10 nationally for student satisfaction. Now, Sam King and so many of the Windrush generation rose to overcome their challenges, and universities will do the same. But I say to you all, graduates and guests, friends and supporters, universities need your help. Never in my lifetime have I known so many prominent voices express such hostility and disdain toward the values of higher education, the very values which have enabled you to earn your degree. This discourse can only serve falsely to erode confidence in our public universities and threaten to undermine the good work that we do. The university's governing body, our council, and all the university staff work tirelessly on behalf of you all, aiming to enrich society by adding to the stock of human knowledge and experience and enabling our students to reach their full potential. So I respectfully ask that when you hear unfair criticism of universities, please challenge it. Tell people of some of the wonderful things happening every day in our UK universities. And I hope you'll support this university by continuing to engage with us and our work. So to our graduands, I hope in the next stage of your journeys, you will go forward with a deep sense of optimism and confidence that the challenges you will face can indeed be tackled and overcome. It will take hard work and determination, but one thing is sure, you have the knowledge, the skills, and the understanding to rise to your challenges and defend the values that have enabled you to succeed. And as the Dalai Lama has said, with realization of one's own potential and self-confidence in one's ability, one can build a better world. Now, the university will continue to enjoy many successes in the years to come, and we will always strive to do the right thing by our students, our staff, and our communities. And as we rise to our challenges, you can be sure you have every warm wish, support, and encouragement from this university in meeting the challenges you face. Your involvement with the university does not stop. You are members of the BNU family, and we hope you'll remain active in our Alumni Association and consider coming back to study with us once again. So it only remains for me to offer you once more my sincerest and most heartfelt congratulations. Very, very well done.
Thank you, Nick. So we have now arrived at the part of the ceremony that you have been waiting for, where we confer awards on our graduating students. In a moment, you will walk across the stage to be congratulated by the Pro-Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor. And whilst they do that, the audience will clap and cheer as loud as they can as we celebrate your achievements. The Head of School for Nursing and Midwifery, Dr. Paul Malloray, will now present graduating students from programmes in that school.
Good morning, everybody. Vice-Chancellor and Pro-Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the persons here today and those graduating in absentia to be admitted to the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Diploma of Higher Education and Certificate of Higher Education. Bachelor of Science, Nursing, Adult with NMC registration, Sabrine Adan. Fumaleo Asandami. Sarah Ofolabi. Florence Ajaya. Nusaba Alam. Salma Ali. Evanel Allen Lynch. Regina Amora. Ola Wolfonso Areloe. Jasmine Arnold. Felicia Asumado. Excel Azama. Nina Barr. Lucky Belmonte. Sandra Boateng. Alexandra Bogatan. Suzette Bouvillion. Ramadia Buganda. Karabul. Navin Burathakati. Mia Belisi. Sonali Cardoso. Wilra Carvalho. Paulina Kizalewski. Seth Darko. Mariam Dalio. Tida Dibba. Dahlia Dixon. Yang Chen Dolma. James Tomiki. Abdul Rasak. Emilio Saburo. Blessing Gold and Adu. Sarah Evely. Nuea Esenwaka. Lee Faulkner. Faiwanidi Fakadu. Sarah Fernandez. Bill McGale. Beth Gibbs. Prawal Garang. Shivangi Garang. Augustina Diafu. Gifty Hayford. Tyler Herson. Deborah Houghton the Chapel. Shevandiza Ibishi. Shimana Bhatti. Uwiringia Isapia. Ferdinand Chicanto. Katarzyny Krakowski. Andrea Kashani. Manju Saradran. Samira Khan. Suzanne Cartoon. Shanifa Carirayo. Alexandra Kuczynska. Amal Lathar Kerma. Leah Lagaspi. Anusha Limbu. Tranjacula Limbu. Eliza Magar. Fatima Mansare. Asay Umba Azar. Rachel McBride. Eileen McCarter. Pearlie McKenzie. Natalie Menendez. Suko Lihil Malanga. Kendra Mohammed. Mushtaq Mohammed. Swada Mohammed. Grace Mooney. Chantel Moore. Kilona Morris. Oyadu Moyan Solange. Hyacinth Munazaro. Bernadette Musingari. Yeah? Sarah Mateti. Wow. Gavina Nandara. Martha Nakanja. Rita Naomi. Oliver Nasaj. Grace Nikwe. Joganga Nikolaska. Veronica Nikwengo. Kingsley Nikwenko. Rebecca O'Brien. Stella Ogunbanjo. Vanessa Opoku. Aleje Osewusu. Okasua Papu. Uvana Raj. Hassan Rasak. Graham Reed. Sandra Rimsait. Alma Roche. Merle Rodriguez. Nasha Runganga. Abigail Saki Adol. Zelina Samia. Amina Shafiq. Anisha Sharita. Lucrecia Silva. Sonali Talavera. Miratu Tango. Sarah Tibalaria. Alexandra Alina Tudasash. Adaka Akacha U. Augustina Amuna. Ngozi Uza. Ravina Farmer. Louise Wilkinson. Lucy Williams. Stephanie Williams. Pamela Wilson. Martine Woods. Alexandru Savastin. Immaculate Sangu. Miriam Zindu. And this concludes the first half of the presentations. Thank you.
Congratulations to everyone who has crossed the stage so far to become a BNU graduate. If you've not yet crossed the stage, please don't worry, you'll have your moment in a minute. We're now going to pause the Student Awards to present our Honorary Award, and I'm pleased to invite Dr. Paul Malloray to introduce this year's recipient.
Naomi Richards, MBE, was just a few months old when she was diagnosed with a visual impairment called achromatopsia, which impacted significantly on Naomi's ability to see in color, causes poor acuity, and extreme light sensitivity. Her parents anticipated that this could throw up many challenges and difficulties, but little did they know then that the extent to which her baby daughter would refuse to let her disability stand in her way of future success. At the age of 12, Naomi was already the National Disability Swimming Champion. However, Naomi's journey wasn't always smooth. During her years of mainstream school in Middlesex, she was severely bullied for her impairment. Naomi stuck to her dream to become an artist and thrived at the Royal National Institute for the Blind College in Worcester, where she was introduced to rowing for the first time. Despite being complimented for her natural rowing talent by no other than Matthew Pinsent, Naomi decided not to take up the sport at that time and continued her education in the arts. We're proud that Naomi chose to study a Bachelor of Arts degree in metalwork and jewellery design here at BNU. And it was during her second year at BNU, April 2004, where Naomi was contacted by the coach of the Great Britain adaptive rowing team, later known as GB Paralympian Rowing. They asked if she wanted to trial for them, and she seized the opportunity. And just 4 months later, Naomi was competing in the World Championships in Spain, where she won her first gold for the mixed cox fours. Naomi has spoken about how the university helped her to balance her training commitments with her studies, and that this support was part of what set Naomi on the road to success. We are delighted that Naomi successfully graduated from BNU in 2006. Shortly after competing in the World Championship in 2004, Naomi was involved in a horrific road accident. This left her with multiple fractures, including her skull, broken ribs, and she spent a week in an induced coma. Naomi's recovery from the accident was driven by an overwhelming desire to compete at the 2005 World Rowing Championships. Not only did Naomi compete, but remarkably she won her second world gold medal. Para rowing developed into a full-time lottery-funded paramedic sport, and Naomi, competing in the World Cox 4, won 6 World Championship gold medals and a Paralympic bronze medal in Beijing. 4 years later, Naomi won a gold medal at the London 2012 Paralympic Games, after which she and her crew were awarded MBEs in the Queen's New Year's Eve Honours List. Naomi was also awarded an honorary MA in 2010 by BNU in recognition for her services to sport. In 2013, Naomi retired from international rowing, but continues to motivate and inspire others with her incredible story. Rowing continues to be very much part of her life. In 2016, Naomi became the first woman to row the length of the River Thames, and she completed a 165-mile challenge. Wow. She also set herself a target for which she finished well within the 50 hours that she set for herself. Naomi undertook the challenge, she says, partly to prove her point: nobody should ever be defined by disability, as well as raising £52,000 for charity. Just a small thing, just a small add-on. In 2021, Naomi was elected as chair of the prestigious Henley Women's Regatta and held the position for 2 years. Both years saw a record entry of athletes to the regatta, over 2,200 women across the UK and around the world competing over 3 days on the iconic Henley stretched River Thames. Naomi has become one of BNU's most active ambassadors for well over a decade. Beyond her rowing career, she joined the Sports Advisory Board of the university, has given numerous guest lectures and acted as a senior mentor to students who have spoken to her approachability and how supported she made them feel. Naomi is also a valued ambassador for the university, part in annual Brit Challenge initiative to raise funds to support young adults with mental health. Since retiring from rowing, Naomi has worked for Thomas International, where she's coached business leaders, helping to create high-performing individuals and teams. It's no surprise that she now works as a motivational speaker, facilitator and coach to inspire others to achieve their success in their careers. In May this year, Naomi was appointed as Deputy Lieutenant of Buckinghamshire, having been chosen to support the work of Lord Lieutenant Countess Elizabeth Howe to promote the well-being of this county. This is yet another significant endorsement of the esteem of which Naomi is held in her region and contribution to the community. We at BNU are so proud to have played our part, small part. She is well loved for her talents, passion here, above all, for her honest, authentic style and desire to support others to overcome challenges they may face. Well done, and thank you, Naomi.
I think I've got the same colour as my robes. Oh my goodness. So first of all, thank you to BNU for the award of Honorary Doctorate, and thank you to Paul for your kind citation. I'm delighted to accept this award and look forward to continuing to be part of the university's community of students and staff. And looking forward to supporting the long-held, I'm meant to do motivational speaker, I can't read it though. It's too small, we should have gone larger print. And look forward to supporting their long-held ambition to transform the lives of its students. When I first came to BNU in 2001 for a tour of the facilities, I was shown around by a tutor who ended up being my third-year tutor, Andreas Fabian, for the jewellery degree that I wanted to attend. I ended up visiting all 3 of the universities that I wanted to go to, and it became very, very clear that when visiting the other 2, I didn't feel safe in the environment, in the surrounding area. I didn't feel comfortable, and I didn't feel particularly welcomed by the staff. But BNU was something very, very different. I knew that this university was a place where I would be supported, where I would achieve and where I had the opportunity to thrive. It was highlighted even further when Chris Green, the course leader, accepted me onto the course and offered me a place. He willingly and almost excitedly decided to welcome a student with a visual impairment onto a jewellery design course that's very practical and very visual. I'm not sure if he ran it past health and safety. I didn't ask. It was in the start of my third year when I had the car accident that Paul mentioned, and the university could not have been more supportive. I deferred my third year and restarted this year with a new group of students who had been the year below me. I also, in my wisdom, decided to go back to halls. Brook Street, halls of residence, block B2, I think. And that was an education. When I received my Mother's Day cards, though, from the students in my flat, I realised I'd made the right choice, although it did make me feel rather old. But enough about me and my time at BNU. Today is all about you. Do you yet realise the enormity of what you've achieved? It's absolutely incredible. And I'm not just talking about completing your course. You've completed it despite all the things that have been happening in the world for the last 3 years. In particular, COVID-19 stands out. And as I'm speaking to nursing and midwifery students, I'm sure that was an absolute challenge in many ways, but I'm sure you learnt much, both good and bad. But that's what life does. It often doesn't allow you to move exactly in the direction you want, or in the way you want to, however well you plan. It throws up challenges, barriers, hurdles, roadblocks, whatever you choose to call them, they're there. I often liken life to a jungle gym in a playground. You can see where you want to go, you know where you want to end up, and you've probably chosen the route you're going to take. But you start on that route, and that bit of kit will be broken, or somebody else will be using it, or you might have underestimated quite how challenging it was. So you have to change tack, you have to change direction, and maybe even go backwards a little. But none of those are a bad thing. It is simply a chance to learn or develop a new skill. My time at BNU was not straightforward, as you've heard. Things happened that were not planned for, asked for, but I graduated, in the end, in 2006, a year late. Or was it late? Perhaps it was just the right time. Through my time at BNU and through my sporting career, there are 3 traits that I've tried to maintain, but that have always stood me in good stead. Curiosity. Always be willing to learn. Just because you graduate today does not mean that your learning is over. You've barely scratched the surface. Goals. Always have something to aim for, however small or large, be it daily, weekly, monthly, or annual goal, be it a career-related one or something in your personal life. Have a goal. And lastly, but I think most importantly, always be kind. Even on those days when you're not feeling at your best, fake it. Fake it till you make it. I've heard that a lot. Sometimes just simply saying, "Hi, how are you?" with a smile to the person making your coffee behind the counter can make a massive difference to their day, but will also improve your mood. So always be kind. Another Oprah Winfrey quote, which is doing well today. Another Oprah Winfrey quote. Do not worry about being successful. Work towards being significant, and the success will naturally follow. Each and every one of you has demonstrated incredible resilience in the last few years to achieve what you have. And I hope you sit here today excited, if slightly nervous, about your futures. So congratulations to all of you who are graduating today. You should be so proud. I'm sure all of your family and supporters here today are as well. I wish you every success in your future careers, be that a new or a continuing one. Thank you so much.
Naomi, congratulations and thank you for those inspiring words. We are now going to make the award for the most inspiring tutor in the School of Nursing and Midwifery. I invite the head of school, Dr. Paul Malloray, to announce the name. And when he does so, could the member of staff please come forward to receive their award?
The Most Inspiring Tutor Award is made to the academic member of staff who has motivated students to be successful in their studies. The graduating students here today have submitted their nominations for the Most Inspiring Tutor. And the award is made on the basis of their recommendations. Comments made by the students about today's winner include: she is exceptional, passionate and patient, a great educator. She is always there to support me when I'm struggling and always responds to my emails. Hit a raw note there, I think. She made me feel so confident. Vice-Chancellor and Pro-Vice-Chancellor, I'm very pleased to present to you the award for Most Inspiring Tutor, Amsal Wambari.
Very popular winner. Congratulations, Amsal. We now return to the conferment of awards.
With a Bachelor in Science in Nursing, Children's with NMC registration, Rhoda Barawani. Lily Benson. Michaela Bowley. Kate Campbell. Jay Collins. Ella Cook. Lawendra Dawamu. Heba Gabar. Tisha Hamilton. Hamdi Hussain. Dunya Hebs. Neve Lawler. Tanya Ragazzi Wakandawari. Ellie Mae McCallum. Abika McLean. Hinda Mahamud. Also receiving the Roy Darby Nursing Award for Educational Excellence, Loon Noor. Amal Osman. Bethany Pryor. Asiatu Sese. Mushtaq Ahmed. Danielle Shingleson. Natasha Skiadopoulos. Farida Suleiman. Rebecca Watkin. Bachelor of Science in Nursing and Mental Health with NMC registration, Adimola Adikolo. Sarah Adimoli Anwar. Alusola Aninaji. Yamisi Asikong. James Adiemi. Olunki Ajibadi. Aliwasun Akitande. Margaret Alabi. Sanitia Amunkwa. Gifty Bannerman Ashison. Bernard Bionpong. Katie Boone. Thoku Chinyang Ganari. Samiat Dibiri. Ofu Lake Dehansi. Adiola Debayo. Isaac Dubé. Augusta Ika. Ewora Bina El Biade. Tracy Aya Ulf. Nimi Hart. Nadine Henry Afasume. Emmeline Hernandez Buni. Abisola Apidiola. Atumtenki Likikiato. Madeira Lisovska. Regina Miana. Mumbabazi Makata. Cynthia Malasu Nayam Afeni. Lee Masuku. Akins Mensah. Emmanuel Mensah. Basua Missouri. Murisi. Busa Murisi. Rose Nakoma. Norbert Nagwa. Joy Abusia. Celestina Obi. Kevin Okello. Chuckwoody Uzogur. Kennedy Reeves. Kojo Sarkodie. Ayodele Shamade. Yokano Sigbig Ayo. Albertina Simali. Lorraine Tobias. Najarai Vinu. Nirabai Vinu. Emma Williams. Alu Wat Usin Wusu. Sukat Tosin. Patricia Ayama. Afori Kontu. Samantha Chihatia. Takensuwa Makori. Anna Fong Piang Kun. Onyenechi Apara. Simone Manning. This concludes the presentation of the awards. Thank you.
Congratulations. I'm now pleased to introduce the Buck Students' Union President, Brandon Tester, to congratulate this year's graduating students on behalf of the Students' Union.
Thank you, Rachel. As Buck Students' Union President, on behalf of my fellow sabbatical officers and the rest of the Buck Students' Union team, we offer our huge congratulations to all of you as you graduate today, including those who sadly could not make it. Every one of you can take great pride in how you have risen to the challenges you successfully faced over your time here at BNU. We know that BNU students are special because of the way in which we're able to overcome the obstacles we may face with courage, determination, and tenacity. At Buck Students' Union, we believe strongly in all BNU students getting to fully experience university life. Each of you has had opportunities to connect with people from all over the world, embracing different cultures and experiences through the breadth of free opportunities offered as part of the big deal created by the team at Students' Union. We want to take a moment to thank every student who contributed to Buck Students' Union, from executive officers, charity ambassadors, volunteers, student reps, school officers and committee members. It's quite a lot. From learning new skills, joining in with societies, sports, competitive and recreational, joining us on nights out and being part of the BN community, you have all created memories and friendships that we hope will last a lifetime. Over your time here at BNU, you really have made a difference and should be so proud of everything you have achieved. It's been a pleasure working amongst all of you in this theatre today. I know, along with everyone else at the Buck Students' Union, that you'll continue to do incredible things and break down barriers. We're so excited to see what comes. We're so excited to see what comes next in your chosen careers, and you're always welcome to come back and visit us. It's now my great pleasure to introduce Lul No, who has been chosen to give him the valedictorian address on behalf of those graduating today. Thank you.
Presiding Officer, Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my fellow graduates, I give our sincere thanks to the Presiding Officer for receiving the graduates of nursing and midwifery. We are proud and fortunate to be here to celebrate the goal we have strived for since the beginning of our studies here at BNU. We would like to thank our head of school, lecturers and dissertation supervisors, and all of the school's supporting staff for their encouragement, motivation, inspiration and guidance, all of which have combined to enable us to be here today. Today we commemorate a momentous occasion in our lives, the culminations of hard work, dedication and unwavering determination to the noble profession of nursing. This historic event ushers in a new chapter as we graduate and become registered nurses, prepared to set out on a path paved with compassion, healing and infinite possibilities. I'm deeply honored to have the privilege to stand here before you as your valedictorian. When we reflect on our path, we recall the numerous hours of study time, the sleepless nights propelled by coffee and willpower, and the moments of uncertainty when we doubted our own abilities. In spite of this, we persisted. We persevered through difficulties, supported one another, and emerged more empowered and informed. Being a student nurse during a global pandemic came with its unique set of challenges. However, we exhibited the flexibility and adaptability required by nurses by making the best of the circumstances while switching to virtual learning and attending clinical placements at the height of coronavirus pandemic. We owe a debt of gratitude to the faculty members of BNU who diligently imparted knowledge, guided us and nurtured us for the last 3 years. Their teaching have played a critical role in informing our thinking, enhancing our perspectives, and inspiring a passion for learning. I only wish those outside of our walls knew the dedication that BNU has to its students. Let us also recognize the unwavering support of our family and friends during this process of growth. Their support, affection, and confidence in our abilities have been essential to our success. They encouraged us in our endeavors, comforted us when we cried, and helped us lay the groundwork of our aspirations. Nursing is not merely a profession, it's a calling, a profound yearning to have a positive influence on the lives of others. Nursing is more than just dispensing medications or carrying out procedures. It's about establishing meaningful relationships with our patients, providing a listening ear during their most vulnerable moments, and advocating for their needs when they're unable to communicate for themselves. Recognizing each person's intrinsic dignity and value and treating them holistically, not just their sickness, are key components of this. In our journey thus far, we've had the honor of being present for some of life's most precious moments, such as the birth of a child, the death of a loved one, and everything else in between. We have witnessed the remarkable resilience of the human spirit throughout our nursing careers. We have witnessed patients overcome adversity, find courage in the face of despair, and inspire us with their unyielding determination. We have learned that nursing is about providing comfort, relief, and hope for those who require it most. Once again, I would like to express our gratitude to everyone who helped us to get here today. On behalf of all graduating, thank you.
Thank you for that very inspiring and confidently delivered speech on behalf of your fellow students. Many congratulations and well done to all of you who have graduated. You did it, BNU graduates. Having achieved your award, you now have your career and many exciting new opportunities ahead of you. We wish you every success in everything you do, and in the months and years ahead, I hope that you will always carry with you fond memories of your time here at Buckinghamshire New University. It's now time for us to plan our exit strategy. We would like to remind graduates and their guests that you are invited for refreshments and to celebrate further at the university campus. And in a moment, the platform party will process out of the theatre, followed by the graduates and their guests. On leaving the theatre, we encourage you to use all available exits, and please meet up with your graduates back at the campus as we celebrate their achievements. As you leave the theatre, university colleagues will be on hand to direct you. But first, let's raise this roof with a final round of applause to congratulate our graduates. That was fun and pretty good, but I'm sure you were a bit louder earlier. Shall we just have one more go at it? Thank you. I now declare this degree congregation and award ceremony closed. If you are able, please stand until the graduation procession and all the graduates have left the auditorium, and enjoy the rest of this very special day.